Charlemagne T. Tamundong, first PAMET president from year 1963 to 1967, with the advocacy, emergence of the profession. He worked for the building and recognition of PAMET, for public acceptance, and for its good social standing. He also succeeded in working for the bill for medical technologists in the country through the help of Congressman Jose Moreno and Congresswoman Magnolia Antonio.
Nardito D. Moraleta, PAMET president from 1967 to 1970. His advocacy was professional recognition. He has worked for the passage of Senate Bill No. 996 and signed into law by the President of the Philippines, His Excellency President Ferdinand E. Marcos, into Republic Act No. 005527 or the Medical Technology Act of 1969 on June 21, 1969. He also worked for the registration of PAMET with the Securities and Exchange Commission on October 14, 1969 with the registration number 39570.
Felix E. Asper, PAMET president from 1970 to 1971 with the advocacy legislative agenda. He worked for the approval of Presidential Decree No. 498, which signed by His Excellency President Ferdinand E. Marcos on June 28, 1974. He also had the Philippines Association of Medical Technologists integrated with the Professional Regulation Commission on May 24, 1975.
Bernardo T. Tabausaurus, PAMET president from 1971 to 1973, with the advocacy, celebration of the profession. He worked for the amendment to the Teves Law, a law about salaries of medical professionals, which was in third reading in the Senate when martial law was proclaimed. One of his pet projects was approved by former President Ferdinand E. Marcos through the help of the presidential assistant, the late Honorable Guillermo de Vega, proclaiming the third week of September as the Medical Technology Week.
Angelina R. Jose, PAMET president from January 1973 to September 1973, in which she supports career advocacy. One of her main contributions was for the approval of the professional tax through the Bureau of Internal Revenue, which states that all registered medical technologists should pay a professional tax in the amount of 75 pesos yearly.
Venerable C.V. Oka, PAMET president from year 1977 to 1981, with the advocacy, educational enhancement. She ensured series of monthly seminars for medical technologists. She also saw to it that monthly medical missions were made as part of the association's services to the poor and unfortunate people in our country.
Carmencita P. Acedera, PAMET president from 1982 to 1991. Her advocacy was image building. She worked for the membership of PAMET with the ASEAN Association of Medical Laboratory Technologists or AAMLT and worked for the adaptation of PAMET hymn on November 22, 1989. She also introduced PAMET to the different companies and well-known organizations, both local and international, which gained PAMET recognition from these companies and organizations.
Marilyn R. Atienza, PAMET president from 1992 to 1996 with advocacy proactivism. She worked for the close coordination of PAMET and PASMES. She worked for the publication of the official newspaper of the association, Love News, and the official journal of the association, Philippine Journal of Medical Technology. And she worked for the membership of PAMET to the ASEAN Association of Southeast Asia Medical Laboratory Science.
Norma Nunez Chang, PAMET President from 1997 to 2000, with the advocacy, international leadership. She worked for the establishment of more PAMET chapters and the revision of the Medical Technology Code of Ethics in March 7, 1997. She worked for the sending of scholars to the Japan International Medical Technology Foundation and adopted the Medical Technology Prayer. She sponsored a retreat for Chief Medical Technologists, PAMET Board of Directors, PASMET and MEDAP members for spiritual enrichment.
Agnes B. Medanilia, PAMET President from 2001 to 2002 and 2005 to 2006. Her advocacy was organizational dynamism. She worked for the amendments of RA 005527 at the Congress of the Philippines. She maintained a close link with other professional associations by being an active member of the Council of Health Agencies of the Philippines, Council of Professional Health Association, and the Philippine Federation of Professional Associations. She worked for the welfare and protection of the medical technologists by continuing professional education, community services, and global competitiveness. She worked for the approval of the 2002 PAMET Constitution and bylaws. And she worked for the job fair activity for the newly registered medical technologists.
Shirley F. Cruzada, PAMET President from year 2003 to 2004, with the advocacy, interdisciplinary networking. She worked for the forging of the Memorandum of Agreement between the Department of Health and the National Reference Laboratory, and partook for the Graduate Scholarship Project with Procter & Gamble's Dagdag Karunungan Kinabukasan ng Kalusugan Grant Program. Also, she submitted to the Senate the Medical Technology Revision Bill to revise RA 005527.
Leila M. Florento, PAMET President from 2007 to 2013. Her advocacy was global perspectives. She continued to work in the interest of promoting excellence in the practice of medical technology and organized different PAMET chapters in the entire Philippines.
Romeo Joseph J. Ignacio, PAMET President from 2013 to 2015, with the advocacy Golden Celebration. He is known for his legacy on medical technologies soar higher through voice, visibility, oneness, integrity, commitment, and excellence. And he worked for the upliftment of the medical technology profession.
Ronaldo E. Puno, PAMET President from 2015 to 2020. His advocacy was empowerment. His most notable contribution was his involvement in various government agencies such as the Department of Health and Commission on Higher Education.